Well, I wonder if they'll be any good. Oh, well, many years ago I bought this set from Super Cheap Auto. They were quite cheap. I don't think there's any difference in the colours other than the colours, to be honest. But I remember being so taken with them. I must have had a job to do, and I just needed something where I could get a little bit of finger torque on, but not enough room for a screwdriver. Or alternatively, you can put a driver bit in like that, or when you're down somewhere difficult to get to and then you finally get it, then you can put your ratchet in, undo it, and then do the rest by hand. So yeah, I was really taken with these. I remember buying a set for a friend of mine who was a mechanical sort of bloke, and I said to him, these are just so good, I absolutely love them, I've gone and bought you a set. So the other day I'm walking through Bunnings and I happened to see these. So I thought I would grab them and we'll have a bit of a look at what they're like. Well, that's obviously not the way to open them. Right, so these are basically the same as these, only they're a lot larger and they have a ratchet mechanism. So I can see a few areas where these would be handy if you're not doing things up too tight. Basically, I don't know you'd ever use the big one, and having the reverse is good, but it doesn't give you the functionality of being able to put a ratchet on it, although I suppose if you could get a ratchet to it you wouldn't be using this, would you? So they don't sound particularly fine, but then they weren't particularly expensive either, so you kind of get what you pay for. Yeah, anyway, we can check them for fit and maybe even see I've still got the nut set up that I was testing all my shifters with. Maybe I'll see if I can undo it with one of these. Right, now this nut, if you remember a couple of weeks ago, I set it up there to test whether the locking adjustable wrenches or shifters were better than normal ones, and of course they were far better. So I've put this on with a 10-inch wrench, so let's see if I can get it off with this, or at worst I might snap this off. You just never know. Okay, well, I'm just not getting that. I don't have enough grip strength. It might just be me. I did break this hand a few years back, but no, I just can't get that strong enough to do it. So what we can do is and look, I can really feel that I've just stretched the threads on that when I was testing out my shifters. That is much tighter now than when I put it on. But that would be good to quickly run down. You know, if you had a heap of these to do, you could quickly run them down with this little fella and then follow it up with a torque wrench, something like that, especially if it was you know, down the front or something where you couldn't really get into it. So I can see they'll have the uses. Yeah, and I'll be adding them to the toolbox.